Hello, welcome back to Tempo Afric TV. I'm your host for Beyond the Headlights program. And we just had a Ebow Fest discussion from the, can I say, older generation? Now we're coming back to the youth. The elderly did their best to pass the tradition to the young. And now we can hear it from the horse's mouth, so to speak. So I will ask, I'll introduce first the young people here. One on the left, the far left, is Abiora Abikolu.
Yeah, Obiora Obikwelu.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And on my left corner, Adora Abiodiego. Obidiego, I'm sorry. I've been practicing for the last 5 minutes. I still mess up. And on my right, we have Oche Anyao. Okay. These three young artists, they also perform, do a dance show for Ebow Fest, right?
Yeah.
And if I can start with Abiora, you are the prince, right?
Yes, yeah, I am the prince that Uncle Mike actually talked about. And that's a brief thing. I think that's a very important thing I should press on in Ebow culture. We have a large community here in Minnesota of a lot of Ebow indigents, and they came and had children, and their children had their own children. And anytime we see each other at events, we see somebody, I'll say, oh, hello, Uncle Mike, hello, Uncle Godwin, hello, Uncle Chris. And they might not be biologically, you know, my uncle, but out of that respect, you still say uncle and auntie, so you address them like that. And back to the Prince thing, yes, that's a dance that we started a couple of years ago, and I know that they talked a little bit about the tradition with it, and it has a lot of beauty in it. And the type of dance is called, you dance to, it's called Igwe, and it has a very traditional tone to it, and it makes it very authentic. And it's a very great dance. It's very graceful, and I have my counterpart that's unfortunately not here to dance that, but it's a sight to see. So hopefully when you guys come, you'll enjoy it. So.
Okay, I take it the counterpart is a princess?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Yes, yeah.
And I'll come back to you because I'm not going to leave you that easy. Adora, can you talk about the activity that we're going to have on August 7th at Higher Ground?
The night party.
Yes.
Well, I guess I can talk about it since I'm the only one at this table that probably can go to the night party. They're a little bit young. It's an event that UMUNNE throws to basically have fun, let loose before Ebow Fest, dance, there's good music. If you drink alcohol, there's alcohol. But I went to it last year, and me and my cousins, we had an absolute amazing time. It's something that we've been waiting for forever, to reach that age to actually join them and dance at the night party, and it's really fun.
Are you part of the activities as well?
I am, yes. We also have our own dance group. We do more so the traditional side of the dance, so we dance to Guinea music, the drums, the bass, that's what we like to do. We also incorporate skits into our dance, so we tell a story, an Ebow story at the same time of showing our culture and showing that dance stuff.
Oh, okay. We'll come back to you again. And Oche is on my right. Help me out. Okuto Melody.
Yeah, Okute Melody Makers of Africa. My buddy Obi made this group up.
Yeah.
He called me up one night, and I was like, okay, I'll join your group. And that's how it started.
Okay, okay.
And we played for the Ebow Fest. It's really nice.
We started about 3 years ago, and the premise of me starting it is because as a child I grew up with a lot of high life musicians. If I say the names, you might not know them. Osadebe, Oriental Brothers, Sir Warrior, Liver de Coke, Celeste Nuku. And there's just a lot of these musicians, and the thing about high life, it strikes a chord with you that a lot of other musics cannot.
Okay.
So I noticed that this music was kind of, in a sense, of my generation, dying out. And I feel like it's very important to acknowledge what came before you. You know what I mean? So, like Uncle Mike said, you know, if God has given something to you, you have to do something useful with it. So that's, I got into music, and we've had a couple of releases since a couple of years, but yeah, we'll be performing Ebow Fest, and it should be a good performance there. Yeah,
that is great. Yeah, you keep mentioning that the elderly, they pass that tradition to the youth. Normally it's very difficult for the youth to accept all tradition. How did you find it? How difficult was it, to accept it? Go ahead. One of you.
Go ahead.
Actually, it's I don't want to speak for every single youth, because every single youth has a different household, a different spectrum, or how they grew up. But there is like some similarities in the Ebow household, how we grew up, and I think that with me at least, having that sense of culture, whether it be very strict, very maybe quote unquote restraining or something, but it's made me who the person I am today. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's a very important thing, whether it be what we call ourselves Ndibo, or anybody else. If you're from some place, it's very important to know where you come from, because without the people that created you, your father's fathers, you wouldn't be here today. So I think it's a very important standpoint that not only Ebow children or Ebow young adults should know, but everybody from different cultures should know, because there's a lot of African Americans that unfortunately do not know their roots, but we do. So it's a very important thing to acknowledge and be proud about where you come from, at least from my standpoint.
And I agree with OBR exactly to the T. I feel like the Ebow culture is just rich in itself. So it's just like being able to say, I'm Ebow, I'm from Anambra, my parents are, and I am. It's like having something to belong to. And it amazes me that they were able to hold on to that culture and adapt it into the U.S. system, because oftentimes it doesn't really cater to people. They want to wash out your culture and say you must adapt to the American system. And if you talk to any Ebow child, they'll tell you that they were raised differently. We're proud to say, no, my name is Adora, pronounce it correctly. It's not, oh, you can call me Laura. Like, I have a name, I have a place. My parents gave me the name for a reason. In the Ebow culture, you don't just name a child to name a child. You name a child because something happened to where you name that child, because that name means something to you and means something to the family. So I'm very proud to be Ebow. I'm very proud to be Nigerian. I'm very proud to know that if I wanted to live in Nigeria, I can get up tomorrow and move there.
Okay.
Am I ready to do that now? Not at this point.
Okay.
Because I believe that you have to have something to bring back there. Don't just go back. Have something in hand to be able to give to others.
To offer. Oh, this is great. And Uche?
The Ebow culture. Okay. I like the Ebow culture. It's really nice. Very chill. It's all about unity too. I like it because of unity. If you really don't have a family, then you can always come to the community, the Ebow community, and they'll be there for you. And
If I may add to what Uche was saying, this Ebow organization that existed for the last 20 years, how much impact does it have with the youth, with you guys?
It has a great impact.
All right, I want to hear what you wanted to say, both of you, and of course Uche too.
Yeah.
I'll start with you.
It started with me. My first memories, even as a child, is just running away from the masquerades, crying my eyes out, saying, "Mommy, help me! Mommy, help me! Oh, they're going to get me!" And even though it might be terrifying, but those are like one of my first memories, logical memories in my head, and I think that's what's built up for me, because like Uncle Austin said, a lot of people do not know the history behind the Ebow, family here in Minnesota. And I think it's very important to, expand on that. And the Ebow community has been a family to me, not a second family, but a family. And without the helps of my uncles, just even me being in the studio looking at all these faces, it just brings joy to me, because I know every single person in here has helped me one point in my life, whether it be for school, whether it be for advice, whether it be if I've done something wrong, they have corrected me. So it's really made a great impact on me. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
Let me start by saying this. My dad named me Adora.
Dora.
The meaning of my name means daughter of all, princess of the community in a sense. Ada, first daughter, Aura, people. So it's just like, with that name, I try to live up to it. And the community has helped me tremendously. There's not a room I could walk into and not know the person. I know all my uncles by name, all my aunts by names. I know their story, they know my story. I belong, like this is my home, this is my community. Whenever I have an event, be it graduation, if I'm sick, if I'm getting married, they're gonna come for me, they're gonna surround me, and they're gonna hold to me. Not all my friends can say that, and it's very unfortunate.
Yep.
Before I used to say, oh, you know, my parents are strict, but that strictness is what shaped me to be who I am today. If I look at myself and I look at my friends, we're not all the same.
Mhm.
They say 5 fingers are not equal. And my life, how it's been, it's not equal to my friends because it's more. I have more. I can ask my Uncle Mike for something. I can ask my Uncle Godwin for something. If something's happening to anybody in my community, I will go to them and be there for them. I might not be able to give any monetary contribution, but I can be there.
Wow.
So that in itself is just like having that ability to belong to a community, to belong to a culture, to identify with someone. It just,
Great.
there's nothing more to that in the world.
I'm sure the elderly Ebow are listening to this, and this is amazing. Yeah. And Uche, do you want to add to it a little bit?
Oh yeah, sure. One way the Ebow community has impacted me are the parties, honestly. You know, like the way uncles and friends dance at parties and just turn up, just leave something on you. You know,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
it's great. It's wonderful, and the food's nice too.
This is good. It's part of it. You know?
Yeah.
We don't realize the impact that we have on our children. You know, but those traditions, especially the one that I saw here, you know, the prince and princess, the Bano dance, and all that stuff. Those are messages. Those are teachings,
Yeah.
and you guys very well adapted it. And thank you for the elderly again. And I see if your future CNN broadcasters here.
By the grace of God.
Thank you, thank you again, and
Yeah.
I hope Malik observed that as well.
And also shout out to Malik. He has helped us so many years. Like throughout the years, he's been a great asset to our community. Even like Uche said, if you say anything about parties, Malik is always
Malik
there.
is the
So
man.
thank you for
Capturing the
that.
moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Did he pay you to say that?
he didn't pay me,
Okay, just
but you
kidding.
play my music, so.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you
This
very
is
much.
important, and we'll have a third segment to talk about it. But definitely going to invite you again for a different topic. It doesn't have to be about only Ebow Fest, but the culture, the youth culture that you guys have so much to offer. Trust me. And again, thank you, Abiora,
Thank you.
Adora, and Uche. Thanks again. All
Thank
right.
you.
We'll come back after this station break. Thank you.